Golden Bachelor spoiler: Mel Owens' final rose winner revealed. October 24th, 2025. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Bachelor Nation news fans. Season 2 of The Golden Bachelor is coming to an end, but it appears that Mel Owens' final rose winner has been revealed. He is down to the final two women, Cindy Colors and Peg Munson, but who will reign supreme? Keep reading for all the details. Mel Owens' final rose winner revealed. Season 2 of The Golden Bachelor was immediately met with controversy over the casting of former NFLer Mel Owens. Many fans wanted one of Joan Vassos's rejects, such as Jonathan Roan or Charles Ling. At the time of casting, Jonathan was in a serious relationship, so he was unavailable. Although Mel was divorced, had 2 children, and was looking for love, he made some unkind comments about older women. It seemed he had an age limit, as well as physical requirements. When the show premiered and he met the women vying for his heart, they confronted him about his comments. Now, it is down to the final 2, Cindy Colors and Peg Munson, and the Detroit, Michigan native has to make a decision. He let Debbie Siebers go home on the Wednesday, October 22nd episode, and he will head overseas to Antigua for the finale. Peg has so much spunk and is a feisty woman, but Mel also has a deep connection with Cindy. So who will get his final rose, and possibly an engagement ring? According to Reality Steve, Peg is the winner of Season 2 and Mel's heart. Some rumors flew that he ended up with Cindy, but that appears to be false. She is over 60, which is something Mel Owens did not warrant as the Golden Bachelor. However, she has a way of making him feel alive, which is vital in love. As for how Cindy will handle this news is yet to be seen. Plus, the happy couple may not make it down the aisle. After all, Jerry Turner and Teresa Nist got married and split within a few months. So anything is possible with Peg and Mel. Fans react to the outcome. After the Golden Bachelor fans learned about the winner, what was their reaction? Was anyone surprised, or did they predict this? It seems many feel that getting Mel Owens as a fiancé is already a losing game. Yet Peg Munson seems very happy with Mel, so this could be perfect. In any case, many viewers noted that they thought he had picked Cindy, but loved Peg. I might be more shocked by this than by him sending Debbie home. I thought it was going to be Cindy, but I love Peg. She's so outgoing and full of energy. Love Peg. Cindy is great, but I think that Peg is more fun, and I don't think he really likes to go deep, which Cindy obviously wants to do. Hopefully this is a lasting love and they will continue to make each other happy for years to come. Are you shocked that Mel chose Peg, and do you think it will last? Let us know and watch The Golden Bachelor Wednesdays on ABC. Amanda has been a professional freelance writer for over a decade, holding both a BA and an MA. Her passions include animals, iced coffee, gnomes, summer, music, and Vanderpump
over
Rules.
the golden California hills, casting a warm glow over the sprawling mansion where romance, drama, and heartbreak had danced side by side for months. The air was thick with anticipation. The finale of The Golden Bachelor was finally here. Viewers had watched Mel Owens, a charming, charismatic, and wildly unpredictable bachelor, navigate the treacherous waters of love, heartbreak, and unexpected revelations. Tonight, one rose would change everything. Inside the mansion, the atmosphere was electric. Contestants dressed in their finest evening gowns and tuxedos gathered nervously in the rose garden. Cameras darted across the manicured lawn, capturing every flutter of emotion. The audience at home sat on the edge of their couches, their hearts synced with the beats of the contestants' racing hearts. Mel Owens emerged from the grand doors, a vision of silver-haired sophistication in a midnight blue suit that shimmered subtly in the fading sunlight. His eyes scanned the garden, taking in the familiar faces, each carrying their own hopes, fears, and secrets. The moment had come, the moment that would decide who would walk away with his heart, and who would leave with only memories and bittersweet regret. The journey had been long and tumultuous. From glamorous cocktail parties to adventurous group dates, each contestant had left a mark on Mel's heart. The final 4, Cindy, Laura, Vanessa, and Danielle, stood anxiously before him, each embodying different facets of love he had come to cherish. Cindy, the ever-graceful and radiant beauty, had a quiet strength that drew Mel in from the start. Her laughter was infectious, her wisdom beyond her years, and her heart undeniably genuine. She had been a beacon of stability in a house full of dramatic twists and emotional roller coasters. Laura was vivacious and bold, unafraid to speak her mind. She had challenged Mel, teased him, and sparked a fire that could never be ignored. With her, life had been exhilarating. Every day an adventure, every conversation a spark of electricity. Vanessa was mysterious, enigmatic, and alluring. She had a depth that intrigued Mel, an air of unpredictability that kept him on his toes. With her, the connection had been cerebral, intense, and full of late-night conversations that lingered long after the lights were out. Danielle, the sweet and nurturing soul, had captured Mel's heart through her unwavering kindness and compassion. She had a way of making everyone feel safe, loved, and seen. With her, he had experienced a love that was tender, heartfelt, and enduring. Each woman had carved her own path into Mel's heart, leaving him with memories that would last a lifetime. But tonight, only one could receive the final rose. Before the final rose ceremony, Mel had one last challenge for the remaining women. It was time to share truths, to reveal emotions that had been buried beneath layers of guardedness. This moment wasn't about roses, it was about clarity. One by one, the women stepped forward. Cindy spoke first, her voice steady, resonant with honesty. Mel, being with you has taught me that love isn't just about excitement, it's about partnership, respect, and understanding. I've never felt more seen than I do with you. Her words hung in the air, a declaration of unwavering devotion. Laura followed, her eyes sparkling with intensity. Mel, you've challenged me in ways no one ever has. With you, I feel alive. I want a love that's passionate, raw, and unafraid of storms. That's what I see when I look at you. Vanessa's turn was next, her tone soft, almost hesitant. I've never met someone who understands the complexities of my heart. You've made me feel safe, Mel, even in my darkest moments. I hope you can see the love I feel for you too. Finally, Danielle stepped forward, her gentle presence radiating warmth. Mel, love with you has been like discovering a home I didn't know I was searching for. You've made me feel cherished, accepted, and truly alive. No matter what happens, I'll always carry this with me. Mel listened, his heart heavy with the weight of impossible choices. Each confession tugged at different parts of his heart, each rose a symbol of the unique bond he shared with these incredible women. As Mel walked through the rose garden, memories of the journey flooded his mind. The group dates in the mountains, where laughter echoed against snow-capped peaks. The candlelit dinners where whispered secrets created intimacy. The moments of vulnerability, tears, and heartfelt conversations that had revealed the depths of their souls. Cindy's laughter by the poolside, her soft hand on his during quiet conversations. Laura's daring spirit during the adventurous skydiving date. Vanessa's contemplative gaze under the stars, talking about dreams and fears. Danielle's nurturing touch when he felt vulnerable, reminding him that love could be gentle and grounding. Each memory was a thread, woven into the tapestry of his heart. Choosing a final rose felt like choosing a single melody from a symphony. Every note beautiful, but only one could play at the forefront. The sun had fully set, leaving the rose garden bathed in the soft glow of lanterns. Tension filled the air as Mel approached the final four. The moment had arrived. He took a deep breath, holding a single rose in his hand. The camera zoomed in on his face, capturing the storm of emotions behind his eyes. "Ladies," Mel began, his voice steady but carrying the weight of months of love, heartbreak, and decision-making. "This journey has been the most incredible chapter of my life. You've all shown me what love is in ways I never imagined, but as much as it pains me, I can only give one final rose tonight." The women's faces reflected a mix of hope and anxiety, hearts beating as one with the suspenseful pause. Mel glanced at Danielle, then Vanessa, then Laura, before finally meeting Cindy's gaze. Time seemed to stand still. "Cindy," he said, his voice soft but resolute, "you are my home, my laughter, my calm, and my joy. From the moment we met, I knew there was something extraordinary about the love we could share. Tonight, I want you to have my final rose." Cindy's eyes filled with tears, her hand covering her mouth in shock and delight. The other women swallowed their emotions, offering heartfelt smiles and embraces. Laura stepped forward, wrapping Cindy in a hug. "You deserve this, Cindy," she whispered. Vanessa nodded, her eyes glistening, offering a hand of solidarity. Danielle, ever gentle, smiled warmly, a quiet strength in her acceptance of fate. Mel placed the rose in Cindy's hand. "This rose isn't just a symbol of tonight, it's a promise of every tomorrow we'll share together. Will you accept it?" through tears. Cindy nodded. Yes, Mel, yes, 1,000 times yes. The cameras captured the embrace, the smiles, the tears, and the undeniable love that radiated between them. The finale of The Golden Bachelor wasn't just about a rose, it was about a journey of self-discovery, vulnerability, and the courage to open one's heart. Mel and Cindy stood together, hands entwined, gazes locked, knowing that this was just the beginning of their story. The other women walked away with dignity, hearts full of gratitude for the love they had experienced. The mansion, the roses, and the lights faded into the night, leaving behind memories of love, laughter, and unforgettable moments. And as Mel and Cindy looked toward the horizon, the golden glow of possibility illuminated the path ahead. For the viewers at home, the final rose was more than a revelation. It was a celebration of love in all its forms, reminding everyone that sometimes the heart knows the answer long before the mind catches up. The Golden Bachelor spoiler reveal. Asterisk Mel Owens final rose winner. Asterisk Cindy. Their love story would continue beyond the cameras, beyond the drama, beyond the roses, proof that sometimes the most extraordinary love is the one that feels like
even
home.
rolled, the mansion was alive with whispers, laughter, and the occasional sigh of longing. Each room held memories, some joyful, others tinged with tension. Cindy sat on the edge of her bed, smoothing the fabric of her dress. She replayed every shared smile, every tender moment with Mel. Her heart raced as she considered the journey that had led her here. Meanwhile, Laura paced near the balcony, the city lights twinkling below. She was bold and unafraid, but tonight the vulnerability of the final decision gnawed at her. "I can't control what happens," she whispered to herself, "but I can own my heart, no matter what." In another room, Vanessa traced her fingers along the petals of a rose she had received earlier in the week. She loved the thrill of mystery, the subtle push and pull with Mel, but tonight she wondered if intrigue alone could win his heart. Danielle, ever gentle, sat quietly by the window, gazing at the garden where countless roses had been offered and received. Love isn't just about winning, she thought. It's about what you give, and I've given everything I can. The memories of a group date in the snow-capped mountains returned vividly. Mel had organized a surprise skiing adventure, turning the frozen peaks into a playground for love and laughter. Cindy had fallen once, laughing as Mel caught her mid-fall, their eyes locking in a moment of pure connection. Laura had raced down the slopes fearlessly, adrenaline matching her fiery heart. Vanessa had stood on the summit, contemplative, as if reading the mountains themselves, and Danielle had offered comfort and encouragement to everyone, making the cold feel warm. These shared experiences weren't just fun, they were moments that revealed character, compatibility, and the essence of who each woman was. Mel replayed the memories in his mind, realizing that while adventure was thrilling, it was the small, intimate moments that had truly captured his heart. Cindy's confessional. I know what I feel for Mel is real. It's steady, it's kind, it's constant. I've never doubted it, even when my heart ached seeing him with others. Tonight, I hope he can feel the depth of what's in my heart. Laura's confessional. Mel excites me. He makes me feel alive. But I've learned that love isn't just about fireworks. It's also about trust, patience, and understanding. If it's not me, I want him to find someone who completes him in ways only I can't. Vanessa's confessional. I've always been drawn to mystery, but there's something about Mel that's transparent and honest. I admire that. But being honest with myself means knowing if my connection is enough, or if it's time to step back gracefully. Danielle's confessional. Love is about giving fully, without conditions. I've given my heart entirely, and even if he doesn't choose me, I know I've loved the right way. That's what matters. Mel's confessional. Choosing the final rose, it's unbearable. Every woman here has shown me a different kind of love, and I feel it in every fiber of my being. How can one choice sum up everything I feel? One-on-one date, candlelit secrets. Mel and Cindy shared a private date that night under a canopy of twinkling fairy lights. The scent of roses mingled with the crisp night air. They spoke for hours about fears, hopes, and dreams yet unrealized.
Cindy confessed, "Mel, I've never felt so seen by anyone in my life. You make me feel safe and understood in a way that's indescribable." Mel took her hand, eyes glistening with emotion. "Cindy, you've shown me love isn't just about excitement. It's about presence, understanding, and trust. You are the person I want beside me when the cameras stop rolling and the world fades away." The suspenseful final rose ceremony extended. The garden shimmered under lanterns, the night alive with tension. The final four stood before Mel, hearts pounding. The anticipation was nearly unbearable. The rose in Mel's hand glowed, a symbol of the impossible choice. He began addressing the women. "Each of you has left an indelible mark on my heart. You've challenged me, inspired me, and shown me what love truly means. But tonight, I can only give one final rose." He paused, looking at each face, absorbing every glance, every tremor of emotion. "Laura, your passion and boldness have been unforgettable. Vanessa, your depth and mystery have captivated me. Danielle, your kindness and nurturing heart have touched me profoundly. And Cindy, you are my home, my joy, and the person I can envision building a life with." Cindy's eyes widened in disbelief, tears streaming down her cheeks. The others swallowed their emotions, holding their heads high in acceptance and respect. Mel handed Cindy the rose. "This rose is a promise, a commitment to continue this journey together beyond the cameras and beyond the show. Will you accept it?" Through tears and trembling hands, Cindy whispered, "Yes, Mel. Yes, 1,000
Laura
times
had
yes."
always been the firecracker in the mansion, confident, witty, and unafraid to speak her mind. From the moment she stepped into Mel's world, she had challenged him, made him laugh, and stirred a passionate energy that was impossible to ignore. During their private date, Laura had revealed a side of herself few had seen, a vulnerability that belied her bold exterior. "Mel," she said, staring into his eyes as the sun set over the garden, "I've always known love is risky, but with you, I feel like I could leap off a cliff and land safely, because you'd be there to catch me." Mel had smiled softly, touched by her honesty. "Laura, you've made every moment unforgettable. You've shown me love can be thrilling, chaotic, and still deeply real. But tonight, this is about more than thrills. It's about home, about calm in the chaos, and I need to follow what my heart knows." Laura had nodded, her fierce exterior giving way to a graceful acceptance. Even though she didn't receive the final rose, she had left her mark on Mel's heart, proof that passion and intensity were unforgettable forces of love. Vanessa's allure had always been her enigmatic presence. She drew Mel in with her intellect, her unpredictability, and the way she seemed to see the world differently from everyone else. Late at night, they would sit under the stars, sharing stories of dreams and fears, each conversation peeling back layers neither had shown anyone before. But love, Mel realized, wasn't just about intrigue. It was about being seen in the daylight, in ordinary moments, when no one was watching. Vanessa's connection was deep, almost spiritual, but it lacked the grounding element that he felt with Cindy. Vanessa's final confessional revealed her inner struggle. "I love him. I always have. But love isn't always about possession or victory. It's about truth. If Cindy is where his heart is, I will step back. Loving him also means letting him choose what's right for both of us." Her grace in stepping away illuminated a side of love that was selfless and pure, leaving a lasting impression on Mel and the audience alike. Danielle was the quiet, nurturing presence who'd made every contestant feel seen and loved. She wasn't flashy or demanding of attention, but her warmth and empathy created a deep bond with Mel that couldn't be ignored. During a reflective night walk in the garden, Danielle shared her truth. "Mel, I've loved you in ways I didn't know I could. Loving you has been the most natural thing in the world to me.
I just hope you find the kind of happiness you deserve, even if it's not with me." Mel's heart ached as he held her hand. "Danielle, your love has been one of the most beautiful parts of this journey. You've taught me patience, empathy, and the quiet joy of simply being with someone who understands you completely. Thank you for that." Danielle's tearful smile radiated acceptance and maturity, showing that love could be profound even without possession. Mel stood alone for a moment, the final rose clenched in his hand. His mind replayed every memory: the laughter, the tears, the confessions, the stolen kisses, the private jokes. Each woman represented a facet of his heart. Laura, passion, excitement, fiery love. Vanessa, mystery, depth, emotional complexity. Danielle, nurturing, stability, unwavering care. Cindy, home, laughter, completeness, the person who made him feel fully himself. The weight of choice bore down on him. Could a single rose encapsulate all he felt? His hands trembled as he realized that choosing Cindy wasn't about rejecting the others. It was about recognizing the person with whom he could envision a lifetime of shared joy, growth, and partnership. He whispered to himself, "It has to be her, Cindy." The lantern-lit garden glimmered, the soft hum of cameras capturing the tension. Mel faced the final four, heart heavy, voice steady but loaded with emotion. "Ladies," he began, "these past weeks have been the most extraordinary of my life. You've all shown me love in unique ways, passionate, mysterious, nurturing, and grounding. But tonight, I can only give one final rose." The women held their breaths. Laura's fiery gaze softened. Vanessa's eyes shimmered with understanding. Danielle's calm smile radiated warmth, and Cindy's face reflected shock, hope, and anticipation all at once. Mel looked each woman in the eyes, memorizing every detail of their faces, every flutter of emotion before stepping forward to Cindy. "Cindy," he said, voice rich with emotion, "from the moment we met, you've been my laughter, my calm, and my joy. You've shown me what it feels like to truly be seen. This final rose isn't just a symbol, it's a promise of every tomorrow we'll share together. Will you accept it?" Cindy's hands trembled as she accepted the rose, tears streaming freely. "Yes, Mel. Yes, 1,000 times yes." Laura, Vanessa, and Danielle stepped forward, embracing Cindy in a circle of solidarity and love, showing the strength of their friendship and shared respect for the journey they had all endured. Mel held Cindy close, whispering, "This is only the beginning. I want to build a life with you, filled with love, laughter, and every ordinary and extraordinary moment in between." Months after the finale, Mel and Cindy's love continued to blossom off camera. They traveled together, laughed together, and built a life that reflected the depth of their connection. Cindy's calm, grounding presence complemented Mel's adventurous spirit perfectly, creating a love story that fans would remember long after the cameras were gone. Laura, Vanessa, and Danielle continued their lives with grace, taking the lessons and love they experienced and turning them into stories of personal growth, friendship, and self-discovery. In the end, the final rose wasn't just a moment, it was the culmination of months of vulnerability, honesty, and heart. It was proof that love isn't just about passion or intrigue or nurturing alone. It's about the totality of connection, the harmony of hearts, and the courage to follow the voice of one's own heart.